Right. Okay. So, yeah, 2022 definitely happened.
A humble deputy, suddenly thrust into a world where everything they'd learned through training and experience were both tested and put into question. A world where ideals you understand though may not believe in clash. And the answer is simple. Fight. Collaborate. Revive democracy. The somewhat anarchistic American dream. There's a clear enemy. They're clearly the bad guy. You can't just leave them. The people need you. Now, why am I talking about Far Cry 5 in 2022? Because under a grounded yet admittedly jaded scope, it's a lot like 2022, isn't it? And maybe this contextualization is what I was waiting for. Now, people who know me know Neo 2 is me, and I'm kinda done with it for the time being. Much like the phase I found myself in after finishing uni. I had learned everything there was to know about those things you should know if you're going to be that thing, and maybe a little more. But I didn't know how, where, or why to apply it. I've grown since I was 4, obviously. But I go back that far because honestly, I'm not much different. I'm a better musician and a better gamer. Objectively. I've done both consistently and primarily for nearly 2 decades. Wait, when did Tekken 4 come out? Is that irresponsible? Barbershop Choir turned to music production, big up Rosie and Jester by the way, and Kingdom Hearts turned to the Souls games. As a now seasoned media queen, drowning in all these deep cuts and sauce over the past 365 days, I needed something to bring me back, ground me, touch grass, if you will. And if I have to spend this lifetime exploring a near-apocalyptic world, armed with nothing but my previous knowledge of the wilderness, better the devil you know than the devil you don't. And oh, do I know this devil. So well, I may even cry. Hell yeah! Sorry, no game, no life. We talked music. It's time for my other passion. I was gonna do a PS5 review and a general gaming 2022 review, but retaining my ideals for honest and authentic content creation, my version of that should probably be this. I don't have FOMO. It feels weird fitting in like that. For example, got my PS4 my 15th birthday just before Brit School. I was not playing that thing how I should have been. Got my PlayStation 5, I think it was August 2022, after Nostars. I still haven't played Witcher 3. I'm really holding out for that update coming up. Let's go. Gaming has come so far since 2015. I really paused on following its developments as closely as I did prior because I had to appreciate and absorb the knowledge I was getting from these music career related opportunities. But having the time to step back and reflect on that knowledge, then use it as a means to look deeper into what really defined my personal love for music, I feel like I both found myself and found my calling. At least for the next few months. So finally, I want to give back to the community that gave me everything.
No. No. Okay. I know it's crazy. I know. I hear you. Just stay with me for a second. Now I want you to look at this thumbnail. Not through the thumbnail, not behind the thumbnail, at the thumbnail. What do you see? Do you know what I see? Do you know what I feel? Right. This video, this convoluted R series, this algorithm, this thumbnail, these clowns, that convoluted our series, Bill Clinton, responsibility. I just don't fucking care anymore. I can't do it anymore. I don't want to. I won't. Maybe I will one day, and I think it will be better when that day comes. But right now, short form takes of 2022. Okay, just get good. I played Elden Ring, I played Dark Souls 2, I played Neo 2. Did I say Bloodborne? Bloodborne, Neo 2, Dark Souls 2. Haven't played Dark Souls 3 yet. I really want to play Sekiro because it just looks so damn cool. Yeah, all of these games are great. I think the problem with the general discourse is that they're hard. Yes, they're a challenge. They are challenging. I think anything that's not challenging will eventually be boring. So, maybe some people have just been playing Pokemon and Mario for a little bit too long and they need a little something more. And I happen to get that from all of these games. Some more than others. Number 2. Open worlds are unimpressive. Now, I did not like Elden Ring's open world. I don't think it ticked the boxes in what I personally want from an open world. I understand the element of discovery and the element of world design being so intricate that you can walk into a random bush and find something cool. I get it, cool. But am I looking for it? Am I looking for it when I get one-shotted by literally anything at the start of the game? No. And that is why people still won't play this game. Unfortunately, it's a shame, but I think it's worth the time. I can understand why people wouldn't think it's worth the time, but I think that perspective can change, So yeah, I spent a lot of time in Far Cry 5 last year. The story and the plot are the same thing. The gameplay, I really liked. They added the sliding mechanics of the first-person shooters as is now popular. I keep going back to the story, but it's because everything intricately linked into it so well, and I think that is the point of an open world. I think that's what's been missing. So when I go to the point of open worlds are unimpressive, that's more from the perspective of I played Far Cry 5 and they fucking nailed it. I don't know, man. Redneck Simulator? God damn it. I completed Breath of the Wild, actually. Luke lent me his Switch for one of my birthdays. I can't remember, but I haven't got a Switch yet. I'd love to get one and do Breath of the Wild in my own time because I think I'll have fun with it in reference to everything else I've mentioned today. Did I have a list of games I played for open worlds and stuff? It doesn't matter. Free to plays. I'm a brokey. I'm not getting a new Bugatti anytime soon. Alright, I'm not even driving. I can't even fathom the idea of paying for driving lessons. That's all just crazy. Now, when I see free, I get very excited because that means I can just have fun for free, and that's great. Now, if I think back to my first free to play, and I did a whole thing. This is why part 3 is fucked. Flife. I don't know. The soundtrack's incredible. The gameplay is very simple, but it's really simple. It's that simplicity that made me want to spend more time on it, and I think made so many people want to spend time on it, and why it was so successful overall. Because fuck me, it's still going, and I had to stop the whole filming of part 3 to just play it for like a day or two, because oh my god, what do you mean? When we're looking at things like, I don't know, Overwatch, Fortnite, Warzone, and what the free-to-play model offers in this day and age, going back to FlyFF shows me how bare it really is. Now, I'm not saying all of them, because another one I've got written down here is Warframe. Oh damn, this right here is like the perfect kind of outlining of free-to-plays, what they can offer, where your value comes from, what you value, and how that's distributed amongst your playtime, right? It's fucking Space Ninjas. What else am I supposed to say? Me and Luke played this one a lot back in the day. Just literally jump into survival, kill shit for 30 minutes, hope for the best. Great times. My problem is the progression. Now, the progression wouldn't be a problem if I was willing to pay for it. But time and money. Value. I think this was a big part that set back both part 3 and 2022 for everyone, is what do you value and why? Sentimental value, monetary value. I feel like I'm not going to get into sexual value. We're not doing that yet. All of these things are subjective to context amongst every human being who interacts with them. So in the instance of Warframe, I was shitting on Luke for spending, I don't know how much he spent, but he's too much. He spent too much getting Wukong. There's a new frame called Wukong with the staff and shit. It's really cool. But I was like, dude, why did you pay for it? Why didn't you just grind it? Like, you could probably have even gotten like the Prime version and it would have been way better. He was like, yeah, but like, that's just effort and time. I just kind of want to run around and shoot stuff. And I was like, hey man, you're not wrong there. You're not wrong. The instantaneous appeal of fuck mate. The instantaneous appeal of Warframe is Space Ninjas. You can run on walls, there's a variety of weapons. The parkour is just incredible. The procedurally generated worlds, the solar system, wow, it's crazy. How this game is free to play, I do not know. Okay, here it is. The Sony Cinematic Universe. That's not a very smooth segue, but do you know what? Does it matter? As if this kid was smooth at all? Look, I have no problem with Tom Holland, okay? I didn't even watch Uncharted. Just seeing his face on the poster and then thinking of Nathan Drake was just like... I have a serious problem with the direction of creative industries and representation. Now, I'm not saying Nate should have been black, but I am saying they should have got a manly fucking, like, come on, like, you're fitting a step, like, he's a stereotypical with the denseness and the kind of denseness, kind of rough, kind of, do you know what I mean? Like, it's a thing. This has been established. Why are we trying to fit this into this? It doesn't make any sense. Narrative, right? Now, story's important to anything, any kind of form of art, media, creativity. You need to have a narrative. You need to have a story. I don't believe the direction we're going for these things in particular with gaming is the right direction. Now, again, just an opinion. I've heard Horizon is largely hated. I don't care to listen to the rhetoric enough to see if I agree with it, but fuck this game. Fuck it. I don't care. Fuck Cyber Dinosaurs. I'm not doing it. I tried. I did try. I got Forbidden West with the PS5. I didn't have a fucking choice, but you know what? Not a fan. Not a fan. Are you even surprised? I'm not surprised. I knew I wasn't going to like it. And maybe going in like that was the problem. But you could have diverted expectations. And they clearly chose not to do that, because I played a bit of the first, and then I played Forbidden West? Zero Dawn, then Forbidden West. And yeah, fuck them both, man. No, it's just bland. There's trees everywhere. Oh, the map, I didn't even get to the point of upgrading stuff. Crafting is so laborious. What's the point? There's no serious melee consideration in the game at all, even though ammo is so limited. Like, no, I'm not doing it. Fuck off. On top of that, the final thing here, God of War. Now, you took the... Dude, if you haven't played it, you haven't played it. If you don't know, you don't know. And I don't blame you for that. But I do blame you for pushing a somewhat bare bones action RPG for the sake of a brand. Okay? Now, brand representation is very important. God of War was a very established, serious brand prior to the reboot. I don't know how many games there were before it, but I did play all of them. I have played 2018. I'm not buying Ragnarok. I'm not doing it. I haven't even finished 2018 yet, so maybe I'll consider it. But I do know how it ends. I watched a film. Sony Cinematic Universe. Do you know what? No, I'll take that back. I'm just going to go for the gaming cinematic universe instead, because it's not to say that God of War is the only people that did this. Not God of War. Santa Monica are not the only people that have done this, right? Last of Us is the same. God of War, Horizon. It's another one that really grinding my gears. Final Fantasy VII Remake. That might be an unpopular opinion. I'm actually playing it right now, but I did watch a playthrough when it came out because I was like, do I really need to buy it? You know, it's very cinematic, it's very watching, and even me playing it now, the amount of times I've had to sit there and be like, oh, plot. I did play the original Final Fantasy VII, I didn't complete it, but I did complete Crisis Core, and that was crazy. Zack is a way better character than Cloud. What is this? Right, I've had my little rant. The point here is that video games teach lessons, and I want to talk about that. As well as some stuff we've already started and so, but you get the point. I do what I want. On top of this, we've got Spike coming out with his EP Circus. I literally confirmed this about 5 minutes ago. January 15th. I'm going to put a pre-save link in the description so that you can be on top of that. I think Rosie's got a track coming out this year as well. We worked really hard on that last year. Oof. Oh, okay. 2023 time. Okay, right. No FOMO. No fear of missing out. I was going to explain this in the part 3 video, but that's not happening, so we're doing it now. I've been so late to everything because I've been so caught up on whatever I was doing at the time, whether it be Brit, Goldsmiths, Nostars, but now I have time. And now I've had the time. God, have I had fun. But I've also been able to make more informed takes on things that I had an idea I wouldn't like anyway, like God of War. I've played it now. I still don't like it. Old gems, because in the time that all of this new shit is kind of coming out, kind of not, delays here and there, I've been going back to the classics. PS2, GameCube, GBA, GBC, when 2D games are coming back, going back to these systems is like expected, right? Maybe not. Give a Pokemon ROM hack a try, it's crazy. The first one I wanted to do in particular was Musashi Samurai Legend. I found this to be a great action RPG that I hear no one ever talk about. PS2, old gem, classic, fucking play it. Emulation stations. Now, I have a lot of old consoles lying around. I've made some questionable purchases of consoles in my time of living. I kind of want to do something with them, you know? I've got the PS5 now, so the PS4's sitting here. It's actually just a decoration of my desk at this point. I'm kind of holding up my Mac. I've got the Wii, I've got the PS Vita, which is disassembled. Yeah, no, I've just got a load of consoles I want to do something with, you know? All of the talk of emulation and retro handhelds. I want to use what I have to do cool stuff, you know? And another thing, probably my favorite thing of what we're doing now, why I don't go outside. Because I don't go outside. But I have many reasons for that. And I have many tangible reasons for that too, okay? Ignoring context is the only way any of this makes sense, okay? That's my point here. I'm not saying that they're wrong, I'm not saying that they're right, but context is always important, and context varies from person to person. So how many points are you leaving out of your story to make sense? I'd like to get into that at some point. What else? Look, you got the crypto scams. Now, if I was trying to get on that grind set and, you know, get my Bugattis up, then I would probably sign up to Hustlers University, invest in that, and hope for the best. But I'm broke. I'm so much of a brokey, I can't even do that. So the best thing to do is to make content and laugh at the prick, right? I love music. I do. I miss music. I miss making music. I miss expressing myself through sound. And honestly, the problem with me making music is that I said it in the blog, I need to navigate exactly what I care about, clamp it, and then song. That takes a while. I've already got like 4 tracks ready to go with lyrics written. It's just a question of, hey, are these too politically conscious for the time? Is this too over the top? I'm very aware of these things. There's reasons why we don't do it. But there's also reasons why we have to. So yeah, I guess I'll work that one out. But in the meantime, I have to get back on TikTok as if I was ever really there in the first place. And on this YouTube short grind, you know, the world is changing. And in a way that could be beneficial if I play my cards right, you know? So, yeah. Here's to 2023, guys. Let's hope for the best. 50k subs.